predictions for round 18 of the 2023 NRL season. Now it's Tuesday night. I was going to record this video way earlier, but I was waiting to see what happened with Reece Walsh. Obviously team list got named a little while ago, but I was waiting for Reece Walsh and his hearing, and it just kept going on and on. Went for hours and it's literally just wrapped up now. And I didn't actually know you could do this because I don't normally care this much whether someone gets banned or not, and I don't really care this one much either, but I was like, I guess if Reece is playing will affect my picks and stuff like that, especially try scorers. And I didn't know you could do this. Like, they actually give live blogs of how it's all going and all the evidence being introduced and all this sort of stuff. But Reece Walsh has been found guilty for spraying the ref, calling him an F and C. And god damn, he's been banned for 4 games. Sort of thing. So just on that real quick, let me know what you guys think about that. Too harsh, not harsh enough, whatever. It was actually quite funny watching. I was watching the media and listening to people's opinions on this, and everyone from Queensland was like, nah, clearly talking at Paddy, and everyone from New South Wales was like, nah, he was clearly spraying the ref, sort of thing. My personal opinion was on this, just before I get in, sorry to ramble on about this before I get into my picks, but I think he did do it at the ref, but I don't think he meant it to spray, like, you know, like, you know when you say something to your girlfriend in a fight and you're like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? It was like an accidental spray, if that makes sense. That's what it looked like to me. I was like, you know, you're just mad and you say so, and that's why he sort of jumped out like that, and that's what it looked like to me. It looked like he was just like, he said something out of passion and being upset and all that sort of stuff, and then immediately went, well, no, he's good at making up stuff on the spot, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it was just, that's what it looked like to me. And that C-bomb, you know, we say it to mates, you know what I mean, yeah, blah, blah. But if you say it out of that sanctum, it can come off real harsh, you know what I mean? It can come off real harsh to people that you know, aren't your mates or aren't people you're not used to being around, sort of thing. So that word really cuts through when it's said in the wrong environment, I guess you could sort of say. But yeah, so 4 bans, a 4-match ban. So we'll just have a quick look. Broncos actually don't have a bad run the next few weeks. So they've got Dolphins this weekend, then a bye. Then they've got Doggies, Rabbits and Roosters. So, I mean, at least 2 of these are very winnable without Reece. Bunnies, I believe, get Latrell back this round, so that's going to be tough without a full strength squad, Triple S. And then Roosters, who knows what they're going to be doing in 4 weeks' time. But as you'll see from this week, they're getting a bunch of players back, so never know, they might kick into gear, sort of thing. So bad timing for the Broncos, but I mean, you know, coming into the pointy end of the year, but yeah, it's not disastrous by any stretch. You know, you'd hate to be the last 4 rounds where it's, you know, you got, you know, these sort of teams. You know, Canberra's going to be in the 8, Melbourne are in the 8, Para's in the 8, Cowboys probably will be in the 8 by then, the way they're sort of playing at the moment. But yeah, crazy. Also banned from State of Origin 2, I believe, is it? Or I'm not too sure how that all works, but who cares? It's a dead rubber. I don't even think they should play it. Why are we playing a dead rubber? All right, let's go through these games individually, like all up real quick, and then we'll go into each game with a little bit more detail and give try scorers as well. We missed 2 last week. We were perfect until the last day. Bloody got 2 wrong. But probably 2 of the ones I thought were most safe as well. So don't forget, guys, drop in the comments who do you think's going to win these games and by how much. 13 pluses, 1 to 12s, all that fun stuff. All right, we've got the Sharkies hosting the Dragons, Warriors hosting the Bunnies, Storm hosting the Panthers. God damn, how good's that going to be? We've got the Raiders hosting the hottest. No, they're not the hottest team. We've got the Titans. We've got the Cowboys versus the Tigers. We've got the Broncos versus the Dolphins at the Gabba. I might even go check that out. Why not? That'd be pretty cool. It's right around the corner. Doggies to go the Knights. And Seagulls versus the Roosters. Ooh, that's interesting. And then we've got Para with the bye. Para, the hottest team at the moment. God damn, 5 in a row and a bye. God, that's 12 premiership points in 6 weeks. Not bad. All right, well, here's a revised ladder now, guys. This is how it sort of sits. Make sure you subscribe too, guys. Next week, maybe at the end of the week, I'm going to do my final prediction video using numbers. I love a spreadsheet. So to predict exactly how every team will finish for the final sort of, I'll probably drop it after, maybe just before or just after round 19, and we'll have a pretty good idea of who's going to finish where, sort of thing. But damn, it's close, man. Damn, it's close. Still, I mean, for and against still separates, top 8 from below sort of thing. So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. And we've got some teams starting to fall off and start to separate properly. Because not too long ago, I mean, last was only one game out of the top 8, 1-2 games out of the top 8. Now they're quite a few. So Sharkies, Dragons. I mean, we all know what's going on with the Dragons. We don't need to harp on it too much, but it's not looking good. So Toby, you're going pretty good when Toby Rudolf's back and available and you can't get a run in your team. However, this guy here, this Thomas Hazelton, been super impressed with him. Hey, he's been really, really good. Jack Bird out as well, and so is Moses Suli. So Moga goes into the centres here. Ben Hunt, again, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how he's sort of going. God damn, this could get ugly again, guys. This could get real, real ugly. All right, let's have a quick look at the team stats. Last time these guys played this year, it was an absolute hiding. Back in March, 40-8. God damn. And then last year, 24-18. Now, Sharkies did get a pretty solid win against the Doggies, but they're going to definitely want to win to sort of, make sure they're holding on to this top 4 spot here. I mean, Warriors, Raiders, Parra, they're all winning games, so you don't want to drop them too much either. So 8 from 14. So a few things for them to work on. They definitely want to get this close to 80%. I mean, you got a worse completion rate than the Dragons at the moment, sort of thing. So if they want to be a genuine threat this year, they've got to work on that. And obviously points conceded a game too. All the hot teams at the moment, as you'll sort of see, are getting this under 20 points now. So definitely want to tighten this defence up a little bit as well, conceding 21 points a game. And god damn, look at those Dragons conceding on an average 27 points a game. So I'll be definitely looking at overs in this game. Usually when these two numbers add up to over 44, 45, I definitely pick overs in that game. And I mean, we don't really need to go over too much more than here. We'll go Sharkies with a confident win. For my try scorers, I'm going to go Nakora. Where is he? Brendan Nakora. I think he'll go quite good in the second row here, and I always chuck Mulatalo in because he's so damn solid. He's so damn solid. Try scorer machine. He is. He's a machine. Warriors, Rabbits. God damn. In New Zealand, man, the hottest team in the comp. The Wars. God damn, I'm on that bandwagon. I'm leading that bandwagon. I'm actually surprised how quick they've been dropping. I mean, just before Latrell went out, they were dead set looking like the best team in the comp. I know they weren't on top of the ladder, but they were beating good team. They were looking good. And falling off real quick. Obviously, he's technically only in the 8 for for and against. Comfortably, though, as you can see. But, yeah, not looking great for the Bunnies. It's a tough one. Like, I mean, Taft, he's good. You know what I mean? But he obviously just doesn't have that physical stature. Pretty below average goal kicker, so they're missing out on points on conversions as well. And just lacking that snap. Like, Latrell does so much that just him being on the field keeps 3 players' eyes on him, which means there's 3 players not looking at what else is going on. And you just watched Cody Walker last week. He was just terrible. He was so bad. And you could tell it was really getting to it. It was actually quite funny. I actually noticed a bit of body language from him, I said, on the post-contact. He actually got slapped in the head and didn't react, which is just so un-Cody Walker-like. Like, you put your hand on his head, you touch him in any way he doesn't like, he blows up, he's grabbing, but he got slapped in the head and went, and just put his head, like, he was like a shell. He really was. Nothing was working for him, and I was like, whoa, I've never seen that before. And the Warriors are just absolutely flying. Absolutely looking brilliant. So, ins and outs quickly. Neokora's out for a little minute. How long did he get actually? Reece Walsh, Casualty Ward, Bunnies. Where is he? Latrell Mitchell. Oh, it's not in injury. I thought suspensions are up here too. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Warriors, wasn't I? Warriors. Sorry, guys. Had a brain fart. Wars, where's the Wars? Nakora. Must have gone to the, maybe it hasn't been updated yet for the judiciary. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's a few weeks for him, so it's a bit rough. Curran comes in, takes his spot. But yeah, it's they're going to get some players back soon too, which is nice. Very, very nice. And just, yeah... I mean, the Bunny, they're not far off, heavily back too, but they're really lacking that just little... What they do so well is strip numbers, and I honestly believe one of the reasons they're so good at stripping numbers is obviously Cody Walker's ball playing, but just, yeah, like I said, it's like a Latrell vortex, where everyone's just like... and they're sucked in on what he's doing, and then it just creates space sort of thing. So we'll have a quick look at the team stats. Obviously, Bunnies hiding last year, but this is a different Wars team, and look at that. Who would have thought, coming close to finals, that Warriors would have a 4-1 advantage in the form guide? God damn. Better strike rate, 9 from 15. Wow. But both won 9 games this year. Warriors for the first time dropped below 80%. They actually, even though they had a really good win last week, the completion rate was way down on what it had been, but still not bad. They'll obviously want to get that up, and tackle efficiency good. They're both at 88%. Warriors too, under that 20 points per game, so tightening that up. So defense is looking better. It was obviously a bit bad. They were winning games at the start of the year, but they were conceding a lot of points, so obviously starting to concede less points as of late, 18, 14, 8, 26 against the Broncos, and then 12. So better, better. Only one game over 20 points conceded in the last 5, and it was against the Broncos, sort of thing. So not too bad at all. Overs, unders, I'm not too sure. That's sort of a line one. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with the Warriors. I'm just not liking what I'm seeing from... without Latrell there, to be honest. And we all know last year, it's no coincidence, but last year when he was out for 6-7 weeks, putrid record. My try scorers, I've got to go my boy Dallin. Was it Easy DWZ? He's got the Easy E here. So yeah, I'll go him, and I don't know who else. I was liking their Cora, but I might just go Dallin. I don't know who else. Maybe AFB. AFB let me down last week though. I'm just going to go with Dallin. I'm not going to pick any other try scorers from Bunnies. I'll probably go Campbell Graham, because that left edge just doesn't seem to work as good without Latrell there. So I dare say they might go right a little bit more. So I'll go Campbell Graham. Beastie strike rate of scoring tries too. All right, Panthers Storm. Damn. In Melbourne. Look at all the troops coming back. Luai, Martin, Crichton. God damn, what's that about? $3 million worth of salary cap right there. How crazy. Absolutely crazy. Munster and Kamikamitha back. This is a tough one, man. Tarek Sims in a prop. I don't like that. I mean, I'm not a huge Welsh fan, but does his job, but that's not a huge amount of grunt here. And there's one part I haven't really liked for them is their go forward sometimes, and I love Nelson on an edge, but I only love Nelson on an edge when your middles are going forward. But I wouldn't be surprised if this changes. Bellamy's he screwed me a couple of times with try scorers moving players around last minute, so I would not be surprised if Tarek goes into the second row and Nelson goes in a prop. But yeah, this is tough, because it would really change how I'd pick this game, to be honest. If I know that's how they're starting, just off face value, I would go Panthers to win this. Not comfortably, but I'd be pretty damn confident, even without Nathan Cleary, and just because I don't see how they would get meters against this like, what the hell is this forward pack? That is insane. Yeah, like Mitch Kenny, defensive beast for a hooker. Moses Leota's been on a new level. Fisher Harris is beasting. Sorensen's been crazy. Liam Martin, god damn, it's just ridiculous. This is how they win the game right here. By these guys stopping these guys' meters, and by obviously these guys getting these meters. Now, how Melbourne score tries is 6'4", 6'5", 6'5" versus 5'10" and 5'10", and that's where if I'd be looking at try scorers and going Warbrick and Coates, because they're dead set half a foot taller than both these blokes. Or could probably stand on Taruva's shoulders and wouldn't be as tall as Coates. So that's where I'll be looking at tries, guys, in around there. Crichton's going to have to help out a lot if there is a bit of an aerial raid and stuff like that. Obviously, a taller man. But god damn, this is tasty, this one. Let's have a look at the stats before I lock this in. Storm got them last time they played. Didn't they play this year? Am I tripping? That was last year? I thought they played this year. God damn. Both 4 from 5 out of the last ones. Panthers obviously losing this last one here, but with all their players out. Melbourne pretty good through the origin period. Obviously got a touch-up from the Cowboys there. Pretty crazy. Pretty identical. Well, it is an identical wins this season. Completion rate, Panthers slightly better. Melbourne have had a couple stinkers with handling errors, but still pretty damn solid. Very solid, actually. If you're over 80, you're going good. Tackle efficiency, 87% for the Storm, 88% for the Panthers. Average points conceded. So I'll be going unders if the unders are low enough. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very defensive heavy game. I don't think we're going to see a ton of shifting for no reason. I don't think we'll see a ton of offloads from either team. So this could be very low scoring, and I'll definitely be chucking unders in as long as the unders aren't too low. Penrith definitely quicker play the ball speeds overall. But this is in Melbourne. I'm leaning to, even without Cleary, I'm leaning towards Penrith. But what's the only thing that's really swaying me towards Melbourne is, I'm just trying to look for mismatches too. I mean, Remy Smith, Tay goes for smokes and Ollerman. Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Penrith. I'm gonna lock in Penrith with not huge amount of confidence. Just because obviously I have to lock it in now. I can't wait till game day to release this video. But I think if they line up like this with Nelson on an edge, I don't see a huge amount of meters in here. I see a ton of meters here. I see mismatches in the centres. I see a mismatch at fullback. I mean, Hughes is better than Cogger, but I mean, I find when Munster's playing, Jerome just seems to have much less of an impact just because Munster's so awesome. You're not going to... Munster's got to get as much ball as he possibly can. He's a freak. But yeah, I'm just going to lean towards Penrith in a bit of an upset. It's not a huge upset, but I'll have to see if those odds have changed on my phone. But yeah, it's definitely a slight upset. Yeah, I'll go Penrith, but not overly confident in that one. And this one too will be for outright first. Actually, it might not be. If Broncos and Penrith both win, and Broncos win by a lot, obviously they'll be on top. But yeah, it could be for first. This one. So pumped for that. When is it? 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Friday. Nice. How good. I've got something to do on a Friday. Hell yeah. Raiders, Titans. Now this one was strange. I mean, Titans, 2 in a row, looking the goods. Just beat Broncos without their star prop. I mean, Raiders looking pretty damn good, but not world beaters, sort of thing. So Big Tino comes back and Papali'i out too, which I was pretty surprised. So bit of a shift there in the forwards, but yeah. Well, I didn't do try scorers for Penrith. So yeah, like I said, try scorers. I'm probably going to go Warbrick and Coates. for tries, and then I might go Liam Martin for the Penrith. Oh, he's on Nelson. That's tough. Ooh. Oh, I'm not sure from Penrith. I'm not sure. Trevor's on the left, but they seem to be getting more... Yeah, I'm not too sure from Penrith. But yeah, I'm probably going to lock in Warbrick and Coates or. So player A, player B to score. It might do something like that. But yeah, Penrith, I'm not too sure where they... I just feel like they're going to win this through defence, not through attack. It's a tough one. No one's jumping out at me as a try scorer, as a mismatch or anything like that sort of thing. It's more just, I just think they might out... Yeah. This could be one of those ones where Moses and Spencer Leno score. One of those ones. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at the tall boys for sure, because I think that's going to have to be an obvious plan of attack. All right. So Tino back, Papali'i out. This is another hard game. This is a tough round, man. I'm not going to lie. This is a tough damn round. Let's have a look at the team stats. How have these guys gone the last times? They haven't played this year yet. Raiders got them last time. This is how Raiders have been winning games this year too. Just conceding plenty, scoring plenty. 3 from 5. Like I said, not world beaten or anything like that. Beaten by the Storm pretty handily. Just crept home against the Roosters. Crept home against the Tigers. I can't remember how this one went. But yeah, it was. I don't remember it being overly convincing. Then got a hiding from the Seagulls. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? It's an odd one. Yeah, this is real tough. Completion rate both 78%, tackle efficiency 88%, Titans 85%. Jesus, that's terrible. And look at this, for a top 8 team. Where are they coming exactly again? 6th. They're coming 6th. And they're conceding 25 points and scoring 20. It's ridiculous. That is unheard of. That is goddamn nuts, man. Wow, that's bizarre. Play the ball speed's about the same. Wins at this venue. I think this might just get them home. Just this the home crowd. And just Titans. I think Titans have been okay away from home. They've got a losing record away from home. Yeah, I'll lock in Titans. Losing record at home for the Titans. Jesus Christ, Raiders have a lose. Oh no, they've got a winning record at home. Just. Yeah, I'll lock in Titans just purely for the home factor. I think there's not much else really swaying. I've been riding the Raiders quite hard this year, but I don't know what it's been. It's just I think this Warriors loss really damaged me. I was like, you couldn't get up for that, or were the Warriors just that damn good? It's tough. But I think it did damage me a little bit, this loss. It just had to have, because it was just there was just everything to play for, It was just really, really bizarre that they lost that one. But yeah, I'll go Penrith. I'll go Raiders. Sorry, brain farts. Well, that's last year's game. And try scorers, I'm going to go... Let's have a look at multi-up. I like Young, hey? I like Young and Fafita. Fafita got me a nice juicy win on the weekend, so I'll go him. All right, Cowboys West Tigers. Cowboys flying. They just smoked Storm, Panthers, Rabbits in a row. What a resume. Got a hiding from Parramatta the week before. No, it wasn't a hiding. And then they did get a hiding from West Tigers. So it's been 5 weeks since that touch-up. What a turnaround for the Cowboys. Wow. 66-18 to then go. They lost the Eels, but Eels are cooking as well. And then, Storm, Origin players out? I can't remember. Panthers, there was Origin players out for that one. No, so they couldn't have been for this one. And then Rabbitohs. Damn, it's nuts, man. Really, really good. So, nice little turnaround for the Cowboys. Now, this is interesting and a great call from Todd Payton. I'm feeling the Sammy dude. He's good, man. He's real, real good. And what's his name? Kyle Felt is healthy, ready to go. But they put him in, and I'm saying he's better. And this decision here leaves me to believe if Peter Hiku has to be close to getting dropped as well, because goddamn, he's been awful. Last weekend he was okay, but all year he's been awful. And a lot of these players, Drinky looks like he did last year. Tuolangi looks like he did last year. Val Holmes is coming into his own. These two are getting better. I don't think they're quite at last year's level, but much better. You know, a lot of the second rows. I mean, Nanai last week was brilliant. Cotter's gone to a new level again, sort of thing. And yeah, Hiku definitely hasn't, but yeah, it's defense, bad penalties, stuff like that. And this Laybutt dude's pretty solid, man. I didn't mind him. He was pretty good. But yeah, Jesus Christ, if Payton's really willing to pull the trigger on Felt to bring this kid in, then Jesus Christ, he must be close to doing Hiku as well. Wow. But yeah, so that's quite interesting. Dane Laurie comes in to 6. I'm a big fan of Laurie. I've been a big Laurie fan for a while. He hasn't played 6 since New South Wales Cup in like 2019 or something like that. But, I mean, there's a lot to like about. I mean, Stefano, beast. Clemmer's been playing off his head. Papali'i's been pretty good. Bateman's been good. Blaw's been good. And these guys are just athletic juggernauts. His back 5 is just beasts. But Wakeham's been sucking ass cheeks for real. He's been so damn bad. I don't know if it is because he's not good or he just had a couple bad games in a row, but that was some of the worst games of rugby league I've seen from a player, to be fair. It was just errors and then actual errors, like dropping the ball, and then just half-back errors or, you know, half errors where he was just kicking the ball dead or just kicking the ball too deep, so it's 20-metre drop. Like, just terrible games. So hopefully he gets his stuff together, because leading up to those few games before Brooks, that game Brooks went down was one of his worst. But before that, he looked okay. So hopefully it was just a couple stinkers. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. I won't say you suck yet, but Jesus Christ, he's so bad for a couple of weeks there. But yeah, I mean, jeez, look at these odds. It is up in Townsville. Cowboys are going to really want to get this one back too. They're going to want, they're going to be going. They're going to try and be beating this score, I think. I really do. Now, I do think Cowboys will win this, and I am tipping them. And I do think they'll be shooting for this. I think Tigers are going to put in a solid effort here, I really do. Whether it will be enough to get a dub, I don't think so. But I think this price is a little overcooked. That's a giving them zero chance almost sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll go Cowboys here. We'll go through the stats. Now, this is where they've been quite bad in the past few weeks. Tigers, not all year, but probably from about round 6, their completion rate was nearly 85%, which is almost best in the league. It was absolutely brilliant. And the last couple of weeks, it's been sub 70. So for the first time in a while, they've dropped below 80% completion rate. Cowboys sitting right on 80, so really good. Tackle efficiency is still great, and one of the better ones in the league, 89%. So still not too bad. And Cowboys, obviously, if they want genuine top 8 finals things, they need to start getting trickle in this 23 points conceded, a game down. I mean, Tigers are on the bottom of the table and they've got 22, so you don't want to be matching stats with bottom teams if you're going to try and make a finals push, sort of thing. But yeah, obviously they just have trouble scoring points as well. Only 17 points scored a game. Cowboys at 21. So yeah, I'll go Cowboys this one. Sort of thing. I'm looking at both the fullbacks for tries here. Yeah, I love Drinky. I think he'll pump through the middle there. Yeah, he was one of my favourite players to watch last year, and I was honestly so disappointed with him. I was like, oh, not another one-year wonder. Not another one. And it still could be that, but I've probably seen 4 good halves of football from Drinkwater. Doesn't mean the rest were terrible, but I've probably seen the first half of the first round was great. The second half of last week, the week before was great. And then the whole game of last week was brilliant. So he definitely hasn't been, now it's time to do it every week like he did last year sort of thing. So, yeah, I might go Buller and Drinkwater for try scorers this week. All right, Broncos Dolphins at the Gabba. Now, I just wanted to check the odds because, look, here's the odds when I refreshed the page before Reece Walsh went down. Now, let's have a quick look now. All right, so Broncos have gone into, $1.40. Dolphins into 3.30. So it has shifted the odds quite substantially. Nothing crazy, but Reece Walsh is out. Now, we don't know who's replacing him yet, whether it be Selwyn Cobbo go back to fullback or was it Tristan Saylor who filled in last time? I thought he was brilliant against, was it the Warriors? He was good, man. I was shocked how good he was. Like he looked like a genuine, not a fill-in, like a genuine first-grade fullback. He looked better than some fullbacks kicking around. For real, he was great. He was absolutely brilliant. So either one of those, great job. Maybe Selwyn goes to fullbacks, Saylor goes in on the wing. I'm not too sure. But just quietly, the few games I've seen Selwyn at fullback, I thought Tristan's one game I'd seen at fullback was better. But we're not too sure. Was looking forward to this matchup here, Hamiso versus Reece. But anyway, what do you do? So who we got players in, players out. So Tessa News back, Jeremy Marshall-King, he's a huge in. Sullivan back to number 7, which is, his position. So getting some players back. It's starting to look like they're sort of not full strength team, obviously, but pretty damn solid. I mean, Josh Kerr in. I mean, it's a pretty good bench. Cody Nikorima, the utility, the GOAT, Josh Kerr. I mean, it's not bad. Pretty damn good. Valamain, Tessie New. I don't mind that. So Ewan Aiken's gone to the other side. Or was he always on that side? No, I'm sure they've swapped. Anyway. Now, let's have a look at the team stats real quick. Team stats. So they've played once this year, both coming off a loss. I mean, Dolphins slipping. They're slipping. Jesus, minus 75. If they lose this, I mean, they're not cooked. I mean, mathematically, all that sort of stuff. But a lot of these teams are getting wins this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Could get hard from here. Very, very hard. Like Bunnies is the only team in the top 8 that's losing games, losing more games than they're winning, if that makes sense. So this is what I was talking about. A lot of people are like, I think Cowboys can get to the top 4. They're like, we're only 3 games out. I'm like, yeah, but you got to understand. So Sharks, like they're the lowest, but so there's 9 rounds left. So in 9 rounds of footy, that means you have to win 3 more games than the team that you want to take over. So, I mean, if you go 9 out of 9, Sharkies just have to go 6 out of 9, and you know what I mean? Like it's just, or 7 out of 9. You know what I mean? Like it becomes hard because, especially as well, it's very hard to just shoot up through the top 8 when you're coming from behind too. Because just don't remember, these guys all hit form. These teams know they suck. They're almost tanking. It's just, you can get lucky and these teams can all play each other towards the end of the year. And then, you know what I mean? That can happen. But if these teams are just rolling and they're playing a lot of these teams, it's almost impossible. I'm not saying you can't do it. The Cowboys can't do top 4. Definitely can. But, I dare say, I think Panthers, Broncos, Storm and Sharks will win. Like they've got 9 games left, I'd give them at least 6 of those, sort of thing. So that means to finish in the top 4, if you're below 20 points, you're nearly going to have to go 9 from 9 to get into the top 4. That's just what I think. But it could be wrong. It's an even comp, man. Very, very even comp. All right, so I don't know, where are we? Broncos, Dolphins still. So yeah, the Dolphins have hit the wall a little bit. And for the first time in a while, they got a couple hidings. 3. Jesus Christ, forgot about that one. So 3 genuine hidings in a row. That's not good. That's not good. This is what I thought. This is what I thought their form guide was going to look like all year. But pleasantly wrong in that one. Broncos coming off a tough loss. Could have been that State of Origin hangover. Completion rate again, not incredible for a team on top of the table, but not too bad. Dolphins, I think as well, first time for the year, slipped below 80%. Tackle efficiency, 87 each. Broncos starting to tighten this up, which I like. Only 17 points conceded per game, 23 scored. I like seeing this, if possible, is 24 and 16. You know what I mean? If you can concede average 16 and score 24 per game, you're going to win a lot of games. And Dolphins haven't had a huge amount of trouble scoring, but Jesus Christ, they're starting to concede some points, aren't they? Just for that one, I will go. I still think Broncos would be too strong for them, but I'm happy to be wrong on this one. I'd love to see the Dolphins push up and keep that Dolphin dream alive. How good would it be? Try scorers, I'm liking both of these guys too. I think Sarko and Corey Oates could get over today. When's this one? Saturday, 7:35. Yeah, I think Sarko and Corey Oates. I was so impressed with Corey Oates. He looked so impressive last week. Solid with the hands, everything. Looked brilliant. Oh, Knights, Bulldogs, goddamn throwing spanner in the works. This is a tough game to pick. This is real hard. Khalid comes in, 5'8". Kalalopu, I believe, was dropped. Might be wrong. Adokar, everything back now. Matt Burton from his origin duties where he didn't get picked. How awesome for the Bulldogs. Max King, someone was back. Ryan Sutton back. Franklin Pele in here. So full pack strengthened up a bit. I just really feel like the Doggies have been exposed since about round 7 or 8 when they played Parramatta, and it's just, I've just watched every team do it since, and they just send traffic at Reed Marnie, and he's just so exhausted 30 minutes into the game, and you watch his play just go you go watch the first 5 games. I mean, no one's going to do it, but I'm just saying, if you go and watch the first 5 games that he played, I was going, damn, I didn't see any of this at the Eels. How good is he? Like, maybe he just wasn't allowed to do stuff at the Eels. And then they played the Eels, and the Eels they just fully exposed. Like, obviously knew what he was like defensively, and maybe knew he was a defensive liability or whatever, and they just fired traffic at him all day. And I'm pretty sure just every... they all do tape these days, and I'm pretty sure they just watch tape on that, and every team's been doing it since. I was actually watching props, where is he? Boom, just run at him. If you think about it, imagine how much extra energy it would take for him to just tackle someone. You know what I mean? Like, you got, Tyson Frizzell running at you, or Leo Thompson. It's just like, for Pangai, they're similar bodies, bang, they clash, tackle, but for Reed Marnie to tackle someone, it'd take a lot of energy, sort of thing. So I dare say Knights will employ that. And, people have been saying the forward pack's weak. I don't think it's weak. It's just, it's not a beast forward pack, but you got 3 State of Origin players in there. Adam Elliott's a beast. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Who's the lock? Curtis Moran. Jesus, he's tiny too. So you got a rookie, an 80-kilo lock, a winger, Pangai Jr., a 60-kilo hooker, and Max King, who's a small-ish prop. Wow. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Greg Marju's bigger than half their forwards. Wow. Okay. All right. You know what? All right, let's do this first. Bulldogs got him the last time. That was last year, though. I mean, form guide's the same. Pretty disappointing from both teams, to be fair. Couple absolute hidings the last couple of weeks for the Doggies. The Knights have been losing better. I mean, they lost by 4 points to the Broncos, 2 points to the Roosters, only 8 points to the Panthers. Yeah. I don't know. 5 wins, 33% win rate this year. This is tough, man. Completion rate 76%, 74% putrid. Tackle efficiency 86 and 87, not horrendous but not great. And Bulldogs conceding 27 points a game and scoring 16. If anyone says, I got in this argument not long ago with someone saying, I was like, forwards win games, halves decide by how much. If there was ever a better example of this, it's the Bulldogs. This is a pretty good... when Olopu and Flanagan's okay. Like, he's not bad. But you got Adokar, Elamotti, Avarillo, Carraz. It's a good backline. It's been a decent backline, but depleted in the forwards and playing rookies and wingers as forwards and stuff like that. And this is what you end up with. This is what it doesn't matter who your halves are. Matt Burton's world class, man. He's brilliant. And this is what happens to your season if you don't have a forward pack. It really does. If like I said, I've been saying that lately. I remember everyone kept going, who should be the halves for the Blues team? I was like, I don't care. Just tell me who the forwards are going to be. Then I'll tell you if we're going to win. It could be Chad Townsend and Matt Moylan, and you know what I mean? I don't care. Tell me who the forwards are and I'll tell you who's going to win. But yeah, not that the Knights forward pack is beast mode or anything, but it is genuinely pretty powerful. And I obviously dare say they would have done some tape. And this Rajid dude had been filling in he's been sort of coming on as a bit of running lock, filling in a little bit at hooker. With that gone, I don't know. He's definitely going to have to play the 80. So I reckon Knights might get this dub. I reckon the Knights might get it. I reckon the Knights might get that one. And geez, what a disappointing season for the Bulldogs. If they lose this one, Knights will jump up to 17. Tigers will probably lose theirs. So they'll still be 15th, so they probably won't drop any lower. But not great. Not great. This is what I said about the Bulldogs too. Like, I know, Gus, everyone, they're like, we weren't trying to win a seed drop this year. We weren't trying, it's building. And I'm not having a go at them or anything like that. But you really don't want to finish worse. When you're trying to build something, even if you're building something, you really don't want to finish worse than the year before, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at 2022 for the Doggies. Where'd they finish up? 14th. So there's an extra team in the comp, but essentially third from the bottom still. You go from 14th to 15th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know they had injuries, all that sort of stuff, but so have a lot of teams. So, for the Bulldogs' development, this does sort of throw a spanner in the works of their 5-year plan, because on their first year they made no improvement, sort of thing. So, we'll have to wait and see, but not good. They could finish the year strong, and what I just said was absolute garbage, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good for the old Doggies, the Doggy season. Oh, this is an interesting one. 13th versus 12th, both been underwhelming. I'd say Roosters have been more consistently underwhelming. Seagulls have had some games where I'm like, God damn, what the hell? Absolutely nuts. They're blowing teams off the park, and then they'll get hiding next week. However, they do get a few Travojeviches back. 2, actually. Jason Saab, Jake and Ben back, and Brad Parker, who's arguably one of the better defensive centres in the game. Very, very good defensive centre. Schuster, man, just been re-signed. I think 800k, Jesus Christ, he was awful last week. Was he 18 tackles, 9 missed or something like that? Something ridiculous like that. I don't think they could play much worse than they have in the last 2 weeks. Paseka, who I thought's been solid all year, has been terrible the last couple of weeks. Sipley's been pretty damn good, average. Olakawadu was blitzing this year. Last month, it's just been quiet. Not bad, just quiet. But Jakey's just... I saw a stat from the random stat guy the other day when Jake's in or out of the team. And I think it was something like, roughly, when Jake's in the team, they concede 27 points. And when he's in the team, they concede 14. Or something ridiculous like that. So that's how good he is defensively, sort of thing. And New South Wales Blues obviously missed him dramatically as well. So, How is Aaron Woods getting run over Sean Keppie? Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. Roosters get some players back too. Dylan Napa. No, he's named in the reserves, but I saw that name. I was like, oh, that's all right. I remember him. Suoli'i back, Nat Butcher back. Angus Crichton and Egan Butcher both out. I think Egan's was a HIA, and I think Crichton did his MCL, so not good. When it rains, it pours. I like Victor Radley on an edge. Can't remember him playing on an edge. I'm sure he has, but I don't remember it. Nathan Brown coming. I actually thought Nathan Brown was pretty good. Still got that line speed. He's got those little fast legs. You know, he's pretty damn quick. But not feeling the bench. Lindsay Collins is. I've never rated this dude, but he's very impressive. He's good. He's a damn good player. But Sandon Smith, and thank God Suoli'i back to the wing. Robinson must have watched my YouTube video last week because I said to everyone, I said, can someone show Robinson the highlight reel that Suoli'i put together from last year? He put together a better highlight reel than most wingers do in their whole careers in his first year, and you moved him out of that position. What were you thinking? And it's taken you to round, 18 to put him back? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been a bizarre. I mean, Trent Robinson has always been known as a good coach. Been probably called one of the best coaches of the modern era. But I think this year he's made some bumbling errors, like just obvious ones too. Like, bro, like Manu's not working at 6 at all. Like, he's a complete waste there. You've got the golden boot winger wasted on the field. He's a fullback or a centre. You know, he's like Latrell or Travojevic. They're their positions. They're specialists there. He has to be in one of them too. And then as soon as he went back to centre, what happens? 2 tries, let it come back, nearly won the game for them. It is mind-blowing what Trent Robinson's been doing this year. So the last couple of years he's had genuine excuses, I guess. Just ridiculous amount of injuries and stuff like that. But this year, I guess this year there has been too, but there's been, a lot of teams have had to deal with stuff. I mean, you look at the Dolphins, they're a new team and they had 7 players out at one time. Parramatta had 8 out at one time. They had players with broken bones. They had suspensions for 4 weeks for not missing. Every team's had their issues. But yeah, it's been some bizarre decisions, and just I think the way Brandon Smith's been played and stuff like that has been bloody strange. Bloody strange. All right, so team starts to have a look at these guys matched up. They haven't played this year yet. Roosters got them both times last year. Who would have thought coming into leading up to the finals, got 2 from 5. Crazy, man. Jesus Christ, I lost the Dragons. I'm torn here. This is a tough game too. I wouldn't be surprised if this week we go 4-8. Jeez, I'm just torn. Tackle efficiency 87. 88. Completion rates. I mean, Roosters, what are you doing? 74%? Come on, man. What the hell's that? I mean, how are you not scoring? How are you scoring 16 points a game with the team list that's got Tupou, Tedesco, Manu, Suoli'i, Victor Radley? I mean, it's mind blowing. It's genuinely mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. I'm going to go the Seagulls. I haven't been impressed with them, but I feel like they were just doing dumb stuff last couple of weeks. I think they have a win. I like Ruben Garrick at fullback. I like Jason Saab out on the wing. But they got Suoli'i back. This is tough. I mean, Schuster could have a blinder. He when he's hot, he's hot. You can't deny that. Ola Kawatu. It's tough. I'm going to go Manly. Try scorers. I'm going to go Suoli'i, Manu. Yeah, Suoli'i. I'll go Suoli'i from Roosters, and I'll go Saab from the Seagulls, and I'm thinking about chucking in Ola Kawatu as well. I think he's due for one. He's due for a big game, man. He's been quiet. And with New South Wales, obviously probably going to shake up selections and try and blood players for the next game. I dare say he'll get a phone call saying, oh, there's a jersey available if you play good. So I might chuck him in too. And just the Jake factor, the Gerbo factor, got to put him in. Yeah, I'm going to go Manly. And just Victor Radley out of position and stuff as well. That's it. We're done. All good. Let's have a little look, see how we went. All right, so we're going. Sharkies, Wars, Penny, Raiders, Cows, Bronx, Knights, Seagulls. Para to win the bye. Will Parramatta's just come up to if they get 2 points. So they're guaranteed 2 points. They'll go up to 22. I mean, Raiders should win, Warriors should win. So they probably won't move up. But what they could do is gap 8th sort of thing. I mean, obviously you really want to finish 6th up. 7th and 8th is pretty much a death sentence, to be fair. And yeah, that's it. We're done. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Well, it's nearly midnight. I need to play PlayStation and go to bed. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.